number 333, the flying cars in the Kingdom of Canada. Who would like to speak to that? Her Excellency Sally Wong, Her Excellency Deep Cummings, or Her Excellency Gina. Go right ahead, please.
Well, everybody, I don't want to sound old, but I am a senior. But anyway, I checked online, and in 1962, which would make it 60 years ago, there was a cartoon put out called The Jetsons. And the Jetsons was like the Flintstones. The Flintstones were like the cartoon about the cavemen, but the Jetsons were the cartoon about the futuristic family. And I just read a little bit about it. So the Jetsons, they worked 1 day a week, 2 hours a day, and they were still complaining they were too stressed out. Living high above with the flying cars, and their homes were like high above to avoid the pollution at the bottom. Not that I watched it, but I've heard about it. The Jetsons on TV 60 years ago.
60 years ago. Okay. Next. Thank you, Your Excellency Sally. Okay.
Thank you, Majesty. I observe in this decree the things that are taken into consideration. So it gives provision for air traffic control integration, and taking into consideration for safety and what will be needed. So the one that surprised me was insurance and liabilities, because I kind of tend to see insurance, the old system, I don't see it in the new system. So I'm not sure about that. And of course, like for noise pollution, like so many things are taken into consideration in this decree. So I so appreciate how it's, this is something, not new technology because it existed before, but to bring it back, many things are taken into consideration. And I like the fullness of this decree.
Thank you very much. Okay, next. Her Excellency Gina.
Thank you, Roman. The clear guidelines in incorporating advanced technologies to ensure the safety and security of the people is really detailed thinking on Her Royal Majesty's part, and a really appreciation for the people to make sure that when we get into this new technology, because we're all super excited and ready to get into this, that we're keeping those pieces in mind and taking those proper steps to ensure our safety and security with it. But I think about how our vehicles will now be flying in the sky, so it really makes the streets safer for the children to go out and play, and have that peace of mind as a parent to know that if my child were to go outside, that it would be less traditional vehicles to be concerned about. But definitely there's a quality of life improvement here, and the advancement with the innovation and the sparking of new ideas for the next generation. I mean, it just really leaps us into where we should have been so long ago, and it's amazing. And I thank you for this royal decree. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, His Excellency Herbert.
This royal decree, to me, even yesterday night, I was manifesting about it, saying how it's going to work. Because of last Monday, Her Royal Majesty discussed about it when we were discussing about the nurses which will able to help those who have to bring birth. When HE was talking about 'cause I'm not yet familiar with other HE's names, but you discuss about, you used to know that the nurses used to come using bicycles to come and help for the birth of a child or whatsoever the treatment should be in the village. Then our Her Majesty said, why don't you provide them with the flying cars? Huh? Due to its emergency for birth of a new life to earth. Now, in that instance, yesterday I was, still manifesting how it's going to happen. Who will be liable? Who will be accountable for the data and the information? Because of we know that on the birth rate there is a crime happened being traded, whereas we are born. Now, this suppressed free gravity energy, if it's gonna be released because of it was suppressed to us, so that we can rely on the static transport system, which cause traffic, which doesn't solve traffic, but it causing traffic. Imagine you have to have a baby, you are in the traffic, you are not reaching the hospital. Now it's a problem. Now the flying cars, I was thinking people will be working 4 hours. Let's say, for instance, you are in Vancouver or you are in another city in Kingdom of Canada, and then the service are needed at Vancouver, where more children are born than where you are. Then it will be easy to transport, deploy the help as quick as possible with abundance of workers to go and help with that situation in that village or in that town.
Correct.
With no traffic congestion, no incidents, but we are bringing incidents into zero using flying cars. Now,
Correct.
in that instance, to me, it will relieve more stress and it will save more lives, and then it won't cause, because of now our traffic officers, when they have to control traffic, they create traffic. Can they stop you on the way? Other cars are stopping and at your back. Now, in that way, they are not doing what they're supposed to be there for, to make a free flow of traffic, but they are the causing of the traffic. Now, when we fly, no officer, because it's where abundance is of moving wherever we want to reach our destination for help in that emergencies. Now, according to me, this suppressed energy should be released for emergency purposes, not for just llama, so that our people can be able to be helped easily and safely, and then our workers are working in the good environment without any fear. It's like when I want to come to Canada, I have to fly, isn't so? I used to do Boeing. I have to bow myself from where I am to fly to Canada. And in that flight, they have to come back with those who are coming back to Africa. Now, if we have such a mode of transport, and then people are working less hours, flexible hours, not just 4 hours, but flexible hours, we knew when they fly these ones there, they will come back with those who are now have to do other shows of homeschooling, whatever, still going on with their life. And then that other side is not tempered. The service are still continuing. Now, let the free energy of gravity be released so that we, the people, can able to engage in those emergencies easily and freely. I thank you.
You're welcome. And Your Excellency, I believe you would be coming to the Kingdom of Canada not by flying cars, but perhaps the anti-gravity aircrafts or teleportation. Anyone else would like to speak to that?
I would love to come in here, Her Majesty. Sorry to hijack this agenda. last week you said no horses, flying cars.
Mm-hmm.
This week now you're talking about transportation of portals. Now, now that means it's more of energies which were suppressed to travel around the world. That means
Correct.
I would appreciate even that system can be released too. I think.
You're welcome.
I believe Her Excellency
Her
Deborah Gregg.
Excellency Deborah Gregg, you had your hand up, or should we go to the next royal decree? Is she available there?
Yeah, she's there. I'm just trying to unmic her.
No, unmute. Okay. Your Excellency Deborah, I think you'll have to unmute yourself. Did you have your hand up, or are we going to the next royal decree? No, I don't think she had her hand up. No. Okay. So next, I think Her Excellency Sally Wong had her hand up. Yes.
Transportation with flying cars is really mind-blowing. And our benevolent queen does not limit us. She believes in us that we will be able to adjust and to learn about air traffic control and safety standards up in the air. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, that's also where the autonomous drivers of those cars come handy, huh? Especially when you have to maintain your speed at a specific height up in the sky. And for those who have wobbly knees with regards to the height, it will take adjustments, but I trust that everyone will adjust. For those who have the interest to fly their own vehicles. As they say, the sky is the limit, but the sky is not even the limit in my view. So we will continue to Royal Decree 334, which is the technology